by the asshole for getting stoned before a family event. Before I start my dilemma, I want to give you information pertinent to the story. My cousin Mackenzie 15F had her religious confirmation 2 weekends ago. My other cousin, June 6F, had her baptism last weekend. My final cousin, Eric 10M, had his first communion this weekend. Mackenzie and Eric are siblings. June and her family live about 2 hours north of where both my family and Mackenzie and Eric's live. I, 17F, am not religious. My brother, 16M, is. 2 weekends ago, my father and I went to my cousin Mackenzie's confirmation at her very traditional Roman Catholic church. I was pretty miserable, as I am not religious, and I was not there with my brother, who usually makes family gatherings more tolerable for me, since my dad's side of the family, the side this story is about, are people who I dread to spend time with. They always make comments about my weight and my chosen college degree, and they are always unkind to my mother, someone they have never accepted into their family despite the fact she is one of the smartest, kindest, prettiest people I've ever met. So I don't like to see them. After spending 2 hours there, I went to Mackenzie's house, where there was a 4-hour celebration that I mainly tried to camp out in her room for. I went home after, a bit salty. I felt I had wasted my morning. The next weekend, most of my immediate family, mom, dad, me, drove 2 hours up to June's megachurch. The actual service itself to me was more bearable than in the traditional church, but Mackenzie spent almost the whole time complaining that she felt like June's family had ruined her moment by making June's baptism that weekend. So, not much better than the confirmation. After spending 2 hours there, we went to June's house. We were there for 7 hours. We drove 2 hours home. The next weekend, I hit my breaking point. I was not excited for my grandma to ask if I had put on more weight, or my grandfather to talk me out of my major, or listen to my cousin complain again. So, I took an edible. It wasn't much, just enough for me to properly zone out during the sermon and be able to listen to my family without pulling a Vincent van Gogh and lopping my ear off. We got to church, and my brother was looking at me funny during the service. After, he confronted me privately, asking me if I was really selfish enough to be stoned during my cousin's first communion. I told him that he hadn't been at the past 2 events, and that my family was never as mean to him, so he didn't know how miserable I was. He told me that I was disrespecting God and my entire family. I told him no one else noticed. He said I was going to hell. I told him that these family gatherings were basically the same thing, and he needed to stop acting like he was better than me. It's Wednesday, and he still hasn't talked to me. I'm starting to wonder if I messed up. So, Reddit, I ate a